wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
Morgan's pass.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch that.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And he'll let this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the the counter. It's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Play brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
What you doing out there, boy?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Morgan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Morgan. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, 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 kill. 18
Morgan off of play action. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with White. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 23-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Now a carry for White. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Titans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Taken down at the
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to Derrick
Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us want to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Morgan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Morgan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with White. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now Morgan on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, that was dangerous.
Tannehill's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action with Morgan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. That one complete. He finds Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That third down conversion good for 23. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown,
A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Is good.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, nearly picked.
Morgan's
and maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
John Johnson.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's brought down at the
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
On the throw.
Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check three.
And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But
a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Titans 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
you nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing,
first down.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go, Rig. Go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 6, check 26.
Throwing again. Morgan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They will go on 4th down with Morgan going up top. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Morgan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Titans.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
20. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Complete to
A.J. Brown
Touchdown,
on his way to
Tennessee.
a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
For the
And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Titans 28.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Morgan eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Titans first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Play.
Now it's Tannehill. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, D. Hey.
Tannehill throwing again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Khalif Raymond, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 22
and passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete to number
It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
13-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down, here's White. And he's taken down inside the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Rig alert. Rig alert. Shoot. Mustang 19. He's checking crab. Check him out.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mike's by board.
Here's White. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Morgan looks to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And he is all the way up past the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to Khalif Raymond.
A big play
Touchdown,
there.
Tennessee.
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
The
And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is
And
good.
he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Titans 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end.
Morgan.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Kill, turn up. 79 Broncos. Hey, check right.
Here's Morgan to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Shark, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, Tannehill And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Off of a play fake, here's Morgan. Connection made with Shenault. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Jags grab it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack on the court.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead.
Josh Lambeau.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the
and on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Adam Gotsis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, White, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hip, hip, check. Press down. Zip, zip, zip.
Second down and goal. Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown taking it in. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early.
And he's going to go down. Set it back at the 13-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.